Hello my nerds, this is Fanboy and welcome to your daily dose of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. So, hopefully my mic problems have been fixed for the most part. Yes, I do know I buffer out just a tad bit, especially in the intro, but who doesn't really? Let me get into this game and introduce the players to you. We are on the map Ruins of Seras. And this game I found, and as you can notice one of the names, I immediately said yes. In the right-hand corner, top right-hand corner technically, you have FireCake. He has a very interesting name, and he's also a blue Zerg. And his opponent today is going to be none other than our lovely oh my god, I almost said Protoss. Terran. Wow. He is our lovely Korean Terran. Holy crap, I can't talk. He is our lovely Korean Terran. And he's been around in this scene for, it seems like, decades. It is MMA. Not the sport MMA, but the person MMA. I remember the first time I ever saw him play, and they announced MMA. I'm like, MMA? You mean the sport? And I'm like, very quickly, it dawned on me, no, it's not the sport, it's the person. He is Korean, he is very good, and we're going to see him try to triumph over the Zerg race, or aka FireCake. He is doing a Reaper expand, so yeah. So he has an expansion on the way. This good old Reaper, if I can remember how to follow things. There we go, I remembered how to follow things. Pat on my back. So he does have a Reaper, and it looks like FireCake is doing some type of like really kind of risky-ish play because he is expanding 2 times. He does have his natural on the way. We're going to see if this Reaper can actually get anything accomplished. He does already have 1 kill, but he is kind of low on health. Ooh! Got the drone before the extractor. That is talent right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is talent. But forces 2 drones to make extractors when, well, you never really wanted to make extractors in the first place. But this Reaper is probably going to have to vacate the area because there are Lings out now. Those Lings do not have speed quite yet. Melkbot Boost is on the way. 2 Queens are on the way. Another Orbital Command is on the way for MMA. And it looks like MMA did go for a 1-1-1. And now he is producing Hellions 2 at a time. And also Marines. He's going to go for what I'm going to think mostly it's going to be a tank and Marine heavy composition. The Hellions are just basically for map control at this point in time because it's such an early point in this game. Medical Ball Boost is about to finish up, so these Lings are going to have some mobility. Not a ton, especially if they run into a bunch of Hellions. Roach Warren is on the way, so we're going to see Roach play out of FireCake. What I casted of FireCake, he does like his Roaches. And I don't blame him. They're a very robust unit for Zerg. Medevacs are out. And this one looks like it only has 4 Marines up and out. So you have 4 Hellions, a Reaper, and 4 Marines. No, 6 Hellions. Wow, that's a good sized push. But that Reaper is about to, that Reaper died instantaneously, basically. But it looks like MMA wants to do some type of push, but he is going to be encountering Roaches from 2 sides. Possibly, oh no, the Lings decide to go in for a counterattack. 3 SCVs already killed. But are they going to be able to get into the base? Maybe, maybe not. But it's going to look like a bunch of Hellions are going to go down. And you see a Liberator spawn right there, right in the middle of it. But currently, we have to take a look at the worker supply is 32 to 35, so but workers killed 10-2. Wow. FireCake killed 10 SCVs. It's not devastating, but it does set MMA's economy back just a tad bit. And he also has a mule over here not doing a whole lot of anything. 2 Hellbats in the natural. Hellbats are still extremely efficient at killing, I don't know, workers. But it looks like it's been double harassment all day, every day long. But that queen's about to go down like Donkey Kong. But the medevac does get killed. But this Liberator is trying to provide cover for these Hellbats. But these Hellbats are pretty much doomed at the start. But nice positioning from MMA. Does kill quite a few Lings for that. And it basically said, you know, I'm not going to let you mine it to your bases for an extraordinary amount of time. But it looks like FireCake decided, hey, I'm going to take this onto the offensive and attack the natural. 2 Hellions, a siege tank on the ramp. Does force MMA to lift up his second base. He only has 1 Ravager, but that is a lot of Lings. A lot of Lings into tank fire, that's never good. But you have to repair that command center, my friend, and SCVs are just getting slaughtered like no one else's business. 8 have gone down so far, but it looks like most of FireCake's units are going to go to the slaughter because of the incessant tank fire. But that command center is burning down slowly but very surely. But that tank does decide to kill off, I don't know, the last Roach and Ravager. But 10 SCVs have gone down. So that makes it a total of 25 to 11. I'm assuming I missed some type of harassment on MMA's part to FireCake. And I am sorry for that, but I can only be in one place at a time. But, ooh, that queen is not messing around. Does get that Liberator. I'm assuming it was a Liberator flying around trying to kill drones. But both sides have kind of taken heavy losses to their economy. And really, they just kind of need to recover right now. And that's what's pretty much happening. Another Liberator is out and about. 4 kills on it. More drones are dying. So 4 drones died there. We're going to look at the... FireCake is still up on workers, but not by much. Only by about 10 or so. Don't ever do math on air, kids. So you have mostly a Roach and Ravager winning combination, but that SCV decided, hey, I'm going to unload here, and they had a Liberator blow up in their face. So what MMA is trying to do is he is trying to harass. He's trying to buy him time to where he can get up in an economy, get up units for the most part. He does have 2 engineering bays on the way. Ooh, Spire just went down. That means mutas for FireCake. FireCake saying, hey, you want to harass me? I'm going to harass you with air. Via, oh, I don't know, mutas. So we're going to have to see what type of, how many mutas he can produce. Looking at gas-wise, he can produce a couple, not very many, of course. But where are these queens going? These queens are like out in the middle of absolute nowhere. So they need to get home. But it looks like MMA did finally secure a 3rd base. And now both players are on 3 bases. And according to Zerg doctrine, that is never good on a Zerg part. So we're gonna see FireCake try to take down this third as much as possible. But that Marine is very, very bold, and that Marine dies. So, but it alerts, he said, hey friends, there's a bunch of Zerglings up here, so you may want to go kill them. So, 3 kills. Small Zergling run by, but didn't kill any of the SCVs with friendly fire, thank goodness. But it looks like 1-1 is about to finish up. So 1-1 is complete for MMA. So we're gonna see these guys kind of fight out each other. But there is FireCake's Mutaflock. You're having what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 mutas, I would say. I would say that would be 10 mutas. But these mutas don't have a lot of numbers. They don't have the numbers to where they can just take on an army. But that Liberators, as you will know if you've watched my Liberator vs. Muta, Liberators will kill fucked up mutas in a heartbeat. Like chunks of mutas will start flying. But they do get 3 SCVs for their trouble. So currently we're sitting at 15 killed, 29 killed. Wow. 30 killed. Holy good Lord Almighty. Where is this Mutaflock? This Mutaflock is being chased down right now by a Liberator and a bunch of Marines that do have stem and combat shields. A couple Marauders. Marauder slow is not researched, but I mean, you don't truly need it at this point in time. But those mutas are getting bolder and bolder and bolder, it seems. But it does look like a very small medevac drop is coming up to, it looks like MMA's 4th. So we're going to see some carnage. And it looks like those mutas have decided to fly back for this occasion. But it looks like that medevac is kind of out of options and does boost away. But it could be the last stand for this medevac. Yep, last stand for the medevac. That medevac does die, and all of its units inside of it do die. But it looks like MMA wants to move out with just this huge Marauder tank force. He's got, what, 4, 5? No. 3, 4, yeah, 5. 5 tanks that are already sieged up. And look at this concave. I mean, this concave is ginormous. So you have mutas on the left bottom side trying to harass, but I mean, tanks can be pushed back by medevacs, so that is also still a lot of Ravengers. Ravengers are very good at killing pretty much anything, really, but the Mutaflock looks like it's been whittled down to practically nothing. So, and these Ravengers are like, we need to get the hell ass out of here, like ASAP. So, but those Marines are stemmed extraordinarily high. But one does decide to go and chase down that Ravager. We'll see what happens to it. But MMA's reinforcements, Stim, get out of there! You have a FireCake counterattack going up MMA's supply chain. That's never a good idea. But this little force of 2 medevacs and a handful of Marines are behind enemy lines, and they're most likely going to drop and try to kill as many workers as humanly possible. There goes 4. Some roaches do respond, but it's just not enough. But if he can take down this hatchery or get it extremely low, that would be a huge victory. But no, unfortunately, he does not get the good old hatchery. But you have to be very, very careful with that. Sport Crawler is on your right-hand side, but the explosive bio for the Ravengers, and I can't click on the Ravengers do miss those medevacs. So right now, I think MMA is looking like, hey, I need to expand. So he's most like, oh, there he goes. He built a command center. It is not a normal command. I'm assuming he's most likely going to transfer that into a, whatever you call it, planetary fortress. There you go. I'm utterly going blank. I do like the rows of spore crawlers here right in the middle of the map. It looks like units that are spread out perfectly in rows. Only 2 mutas are left, and those 2 mutas are like, hey, we got this. We can... Ooh, they almost missed a transfer line that they could just sit over and kill everything. Sentry Tower does leave, but those mutas are being very, very scared. But you can pretty much kill everything here if you were FireCake, because all the units for MMA are pretty much back in the main base, but this little drop that MMA has going on is still alive and still killing things and still harassing FireCake. I mean, this is insane. 2 Marines are left, kills 4 workers. So, where'd that CC go? That CC is still there, but it looks like 2 roaches are harassing the worker line. 5 and 5 have been killed. I'm assuming by that little tiny drop. 6. Oh my goodness, there's a huge... Where'd all these roaches come from? I mean, they came out of freaking nowhere. And FireCake does call GG. I thought it was just a small little counterattack, but that was his whole entire army. Holy crap. Okay, we have to watch that again. We literally have to watch that again. We just have to. I'm sorry, everybody. I am truly, truly, truly sorry, but we have to watch that again. But here comes the main army. And I'm going to speed this up and see what exactly happens. They go for the 3rd, and then back off and kill a couple things, not very many. Harassment at home, but it looks like 1 roach was left behind. The main army is moving down, but that single little roach decides, hey, I'm gonna go and kill off SCVs. But the main army for FireCake does get intercepted by MMA's forces and just gets annihilated. That's what happened. The main army for FireCake was moving down to MMA's 4th, and he wanted to take that 4th out, but unfortunately he couldn't, and his 4th was destroyed at some point as well. I don't remember seeing that, but you know, whatever. But if you guys like this game, and me of course, please leave this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't visited my Twitter, please go ahead and do so. There's a link down in the description. Yeah, there's a link down in the description. Goodness gracious, I can't talk today. But like the video, share the video, of course, to every single friend you have. That would help me out a ton. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. If you have seen a couple of my videos and you want to support me, that is the best way to do so. Share, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.